live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa. We are so excited to welcome Mike River to the show. He is an incredible R&B soul artist. Congratulations on your new single, by the way.
Thank you.
Tell us about Close.
Close. So it's my second single, leading up to an EP called Black Sheep. We'll get into that in a second. But yeah, it's my second single. I'm really excited. I've been here for 2 weeks doing a promo run, so I've been doing a lot of different interviews and stuff like that. Finishing it off with Good Morning LaLa Land. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, of course.
Of course, yeah. And it's been a crazy process.
All the way from Mindless Behavior. I mean, we gotta mention that, right?
Yeah.
You were charting #1.
Yes, ma'am.
On Billboard. What's that journey been like for you?
It's been crazy. I think with group situations, you know, you only get to see like the good side of things. But there's also just a lot of turmoil that comes with situations like that. But it was a blessing, and I'm thankful for everything that happened because now I'm here at Good Morning LaLa Land.
That's right.
Talking to this super fly QG gentleman and you two beautiful ladies. So it's been awesome.
Okay, so speaking of, we know it's no joke to get to stay anywhere in the top of music scene is a cutthroat. Like everyone and their brother. I think 1 out of 4 children have instruments. Like it is right? So we want to know, what is the mindset? What have you done to keep the faith, to keep going, to persevere? Obviously, you've got a lot of talent. But what,
Thank you.
You know,
I think it's just really about what you're actually like passionate about. You know what I mean? Like I'm really passionate about it. My family comes from music. You know, I don't know if you know who Little Richard is.
Oh, I've never heard of him at all.
So my dad is a drummer for him, like still to this day. My mom used to do like plays and stuff, and like as a kid, like that's what I just grew up doing, you know? So for me, it's like whenever anything is happening, like that's where I always go back to, is music, playing my guitar or drums or, you know, piano or just writing or just singing, you know what I mean? So like for me, I don't feel like I have a choice at all, you know?
Thank you for saying that.
Right?
Yeah,
I think that's it. I mean, you summed it up. I think that says
Did
it
you
all.
ever doubt that this would be a career path for you?
No, I didn't doubt that this would be a career path for me. I think every artist doubts themselves. Just everybody though, period. Like I'm sure even you guys, you're like, oh man, like you want to always go forward. So when things aren't going as fast as you might think, it takes someone being like, man, like, yo, you're like killing it right now. You're like, yeah, I am. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
I was just wondering how I was doing.
You know what? I knew I was killing it. But no, it's actually crazy, and it takes that sometimes, even though it doesn't. Everybody's like, I don't care what anyone thinks. Like, really,
We
bro?
all care.
Yeah, but you know, we care, and it's good to like just be able to see. I kind of try to look at my life last year and think about, I'm so sorry. Think about the music that I was dropping and think about that. And like, oh, you know what? Like this is getting more streams. I'm doing more shows. I have a better team in place. We're moving forward. You know, think about things like that because it is hard to get like kind of demotivated, you know? Of
course.
Yeah.
Totally.
We just had JD on the segment before you.
Yes.
Incredible young star, incredible voice. But obviously there's many years to navigate from where he is to where you are now.
Right,
What advice do you have for young artists like him? Or what advice do you wish you would have known when you were his age?
I feel like just kind of like follow your gut and follow your heart, you know what I mean? And listen to the people around you that have been around you, like your mom and, you know, your dad and the team that I mentioned. I think I heard him mention that he had a manager that he's had for a while. Like listening to those people, because the more you get, you know, the more successful you get and the more you get in the industry, the more you'll have people be like, oh yeah, no, you can actually do this and you can do that. And this thing is, it's greedy and it's money hungry, you know what I mean? So people see someone like JD, he's a talented kid. People see all these talent in LA and they're like, oh, like, you don't really know what they're coming after you for. But you know the people that started from you from the beginning when you didn't have anything, they just want to see you keep going, you know what I mean? So I think that's the biggest thing, is just kind of like, don't really, not to have like trust issues or anything, but just don't put yourself out there to anybody, you know what I mean? Like I don't not trust anybody, like seriously, but I don't trust everybody, if that makes sense, you know?
Trust and verify.
Yeah, no, seriously, you gotta be careful, especially here, like in LA, there's so much going on, you know? So I think it's just important to like keep a good head on your shoulders and keep good people around you.
So what's in your, what are you doing right now? You're gonna jump on a plane this afternoon.
I'm gonna go straight to the airport after this, basically, yeah. I have to go back to Atlanta, but I have some shows coming up in Atlanta. I'm finishing the project. That's pretty much done. I'm in the mixing and mastering phases of everything, but it's coming together. So I'll go there and just kind of get to work on that.
Is it easy for you to get to a place where you feel really good about the finished project? Or does it take, I mean, is it tough? Because I think most creative people, they love it and they hate it, and they love it and
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
And that's where I was saying it goes back to the team too, because you gotta like, as an artist, we'll hear something and then we're like, oh, I think I wanna, actually, no, I wanna change this. It's like, actually, no, there's a plan that's in place. So now that we've chosen these records, we gotta kind of stick to this and kind of build on that, you know? So I think the hardest part is just like, because you hear the records over and over again, you know? So it's like, you hear it and then you're like, wait, is this the one? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but I think it's cool. Like, so just keeping that team in place that's like, no, I really believe in this record too. Like, remember we talked about in the beginning, like, this is the one. By the time a record comes out, I'm like, all right, I don't want to hear it right now. You know what I mean? Because I've been hearing it and hearing it and hearing it, and I still have faith in the record and I still love the record. Please go check out Close. Please go check it out. I'm really proud of this record. It's doing great so far since we released it, doing better than the records that I've released in the past.
Why do you think that is?
Just for the preparation that we put behind this record. You know, like I said, I've been here for 2 weeks doing this promo run, and I've gotten to talk to some really amazing people, and we've gotten to stretch out and probably get on some new Spotify playlists and just stuff like that. You know, all of that stuff counts. So.
Right. So what do you do? A question for you. When you're like, okay, my creative factor's going down, I'm not feeling my jam, what do you do? What is your go-to?
I might listen to some really dope music. Yeah,
Like?
because like Anderson .Paak right now, I don't know if you guys know who he is. You need to look him up. Like as soon as you get on, he's incredible. Like her, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, like to go back to the old days. But I really feel like just in terms of writing, you know, like a lot of the things that I want to say as an artist, I'm not getting from what anyone is really saying right now these days, you know? So you kind of got to go back to like the stuff that I grew up on, you know, with my parents and like, whoa, like they were actually talking about problems. My manager played me something the other day and he was telling me like, yo, this happened because his kid died or this happened because it's whatever. And it was like such a big song because of the story. I'm like, wow. These days it's like, I don't think people even go deep into it, like, well, what were they talking about? It's just like, oh, it's a bop. It's a bop. You like it? Yep. All right, cool. Yep. You like it? You like it? You like it? I like it. You like it? I like it. Yeah. Like,
We like stories.
Yeah, like it's definitely that type of, you know, it's about the beat and stuff like that. But I try to storytell. Even if I'm not giving you a verbatim, like this happened and this led to that and this led to, you know, it's more of just this is real, you know what I mean? And this is coming from a place of like something I'm going through, something I've thought about a lot, or something that I kind of like foreshadow, you know what I mean?
It's a really good way of putting it. That's one of the things I love about your music is that it's deep and there's a richness there.
Thank
and
you.
a context that you just don't get in.
Thank you. Yeah.
So please tell everyone where they can find and follow you and get your music.
So you can go to my website, www.mikerivermusic.com. I'm on social media. My Twitter was hacked for a year.
Oh,
yeah.
That's actually a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But you know, and it, like no,
somebody now.
but we got it unhacked like a day or two before the single dropped. So I was like, perfect. So Mike River Music on Twitter and Mike River Official on Instagram.
Fantastic. And the shows? You got a couple shows coming up?
Got a couple shows coming up. We'll plug in the dates on those websites. Please go to those websites and stay updated. Thank you guys for having me.
And check out Close.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.